Alright, g'day guys, welcome back. I wanted to do another showcase in a different scenario for this World Tournament Goku. And I wanted to take him into an event that kind of lasts a little bit longer. That way we can kind of guarantee that he gets his full passive built up. We can hopefully get the revival and the buff that comes with that. And I just want to sort of let that version of the unit with all that active just breathe a bit, take a few turns to kind of enjoy that. I've been playing around with him quite a bit, and I think he's probably underwhelmed me slightly. I mean, he's only 55%, so take with that what you will. He's underwhelmed me ever so slightly in terms of his offensive ability, though he showed a glimpse of being like crazy good after a revive went off and he started doing like 4 to 5 additional soup. Like I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, he really impressed me there. So I wanted to sort of just see what we could get out of him. We brought him into red zone cell, pardon me, who is one of the phases. One of the stages that has several phases and lasts a little bit longer than the majority of other events. Cell Max was another possibility, though the later phases of this Cell event also allows him to nullify, given that they are beam super attacks. So I wanted to sort of show that off as well. Tien here, by the way, during my testing for all these units, these brand new World Tournament units, has been insane. Also 55%. I mean, insane in the context of a banner unit, I should say. Like, he's done 3 supers here of the possible 5. And I did a test run prior to this, same stage and everything, and he never did less than 3 supers, ever. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I really like that TM with these. I mean, it's not a huge, I think it's only a 30% chance of dodge to cover his relatively low defense, but still, I think it's pretty good. Now we're going to try and not get the same type orbs, obviously to try and get ourselves in a position where what we're aiming for is the revive for the Carnival LR Goku here, because him reviving obviously gives him the crit chance and the guaranteed guard, but that also triggers the guaranteed guard and the additional super for World Tournament Goku, which, yeah, it's, what is it? Launches an additional 2% super attack and guards all attacks starting from the turn in which any characters or an ally's revival skill is activated. So that's what we're aiming for. In Piccolo, or in Piccolo Jr., I should say, I brought along just to put him in another kind of role, just that floating damaging unit. Like, he's not going to be the star of the show here today. He's just going to be doing his job at the back of the team, providing links and doing damage. So that's why he's on the team. And he also, funnily enough, activates the unit super attack, as you just saw with Kid Gohan, which I thought was an interesting kind of thing to just to highlight, I guess, is what we're going for. Now, also, given that what stage it's the 3rd phase of this fight is an AGL phase. What that'll mean is, despite the fact that if our guard doesn't activate with World Tournament Goku, in that we don't see the red downward facing arrow, he still is technically activating his guard versus that phase. So if we haven't gotten the 5 hits whilst guarding, which gives him the 20% up to 100% defense, that's where we'll be able to top that up, hopefully, and go from there. And as you can see, another kind of, I guess, downside of this World Tournament Goku is that if his guard doesn't activate earlier in fights, he can be exposed relatively easily, I've found, because his guard chance is 50% after the first turn. The first turn is guaranteed. Every other appearance after that is 50% chance to activate guard until a revive activates of anyone in the team, in which case then he is guaranteed to guard. So there's a lot going on with this Goku, and whilst we enjoy the Piccolo's giant form, which should only last a couple of attacks, I guess, this Piccolo has been the one that's really stood out to me, to be honest. But that's not to downplay Goku. I just think Piccolo seems to have less holes in his game, for lack of a better phrase, I guess. We might pop Gohan's active skill here just to be on the safer side of things. If we got supered in that first slot, possibly even that second after he supers Gohan, we could be in trouble. So we'll just be on the safe side and let this play out. Still a very, very good unit, this Gohan, I believe. One of those pre-200% era releases that I think is still on the fringe of being relevant. I think he's very much aged well. I truly believe that. I think he's done a really good job, considering how he probably shouldn't have, if that makes sense. Like, he wasn't designed for this era of Red Zone and everything like that. But I think he's held up far better than he had any right to, and I'm glad that he did, because he was one of those designs that I particularly value. So it's good to see him still going all right. I used him a fair bit when I was testing out the LR Ultimate Gohan from the superhero movie, who is a decent partner for that LR. I'm very happy that I can still use him a fair bit. This is Tien done 1. There's 2 supers. So I've found that if he does 4 supers in a row, he's hitting like that 4.5 mil at 55% on that 4th super. So that's 2 normals, 2 supers, and then the 5th normal. Oh, sorry, the 5th attack, which was a normal, I should say. Piccolo looking nice and healthy there at 6 mil. I mean, obviously he's still got his second temporary buff active. So the Goku and the Piccolo together, they have a similar thing where they have 2 entrance buffs, basically, not tied to their intro animations, but I'm just going to call them entrance buffs. It's the 101% for the 1 turn and 150% for 5 turns, which usually means the first appearance is crazy. The first 3 appearances a little bit are also pretty good, and then they drop off a little bit here and there, but they also have other things to help them out. Like, it's not the end after that. 4.7, I mean, we're still within that range of the first 5 turns. Again, which would be 3 appearances for... Is this the friend or is this mine? Yeah, a bit of support there as well, which probably made that Goku look a little bit more healthy. And I've just realised a mistake in the hidden potential for the friend there. We could use the standby, but in this showcase, I'm going to opt not to. Again, we're trying to aim for Piccolo's... Carnival LR Goku's revival skill. That way we can get that triple buff, I guess, from having a revive activate, which is a brand new kind of feature. I've spoken about it before, but it's like they learned their lesson with Carnival Tech Goku, in that extra buffs being tied to the revive activating hurts the rest of the team. Especially if you're running that unit as a leader, and Carnival Goku being a 200% leader obviously is kind of a prime example of that, where you get the revive with one of the 2 units, and then the other one kind of doesn't suffer but can get caught out, especially if you find yourself under the HP threshold to activate the guard, and no possibility for revival. So that's something they've rectified, and I hope they carry that forward with the rest of the revival units that possibly come out. It'll be interesting. Ooh, take here. 100k, okay, that's all right. I think that's pretty good. Tien's defense really is not that great. Obviously, the more he supers, the more he gets, but this is where I hope we die, actually. I know it's an early point for the revival, but given the upside from the revival, I think it's something the heal and the evading of death, I guess, is not the benefit we're looking for. It's the extra passive kind of benefit more than anything for both the leaders and Carnival Goku himself. Cool. This is where it goes. All right, sweet. So, as I mentioned earlier, Carnival LR Goku obviously will get his guaranteed guard and chance to crit for reviving. And then with the new improved kind of phrasing of it, both the leader and the friend World Tournament Goku will also get a guaranteed additional super attack, I think it is. Let me just pull that up so I can actually read it out verbatim for you guys. I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed additional and guaranteed guard. Where are we? Can't remember. That's not Carnival Goku. This is Carnival Goku. Launches an additional super attack and guards all attacks starting from the turn in which the character or an ally's revival skill is activated. So yes, the arrow will be pointing down for sure with this Goku here. I probably should have put Gohan in the first slot to keep stacking, but seeing as 5.8, okay, we would be out of the period of which that 5-turn buff. Yeah, there you go, 6.2. That's pretty good. And keep in mind, versing one enemy, Goku will be super effective against all types. And now that we've got guaranteed guard, I'll be throwing Carnival Goku in slot 1 pretty much permanently as well, who in 99% of cases, when there's an attack coming before he attacks, like there would be here, he will be effective against all types as well. However, I'm just going to look to finish off building World Tournament Goku's passive, which is a total of 10 hits and 5 hits whilst guard is active, which I think that'll be the final one there. 4.5 with only Fierce Battle active. It's not bad. I mean, with the additional, because I'm pretty sure he gets an additional or a chance for an additional super at least after he's been attacked. Let me just pull up his info one more time behind the scenes here so I can triple check that. He's obviously going off here as well, which is just good for the showcase, obviously. Yeah, he's done it before a bit. Oh, okay, maybe that's the last attack. I haven't been counting. I apologise. Where are we? Yeah, an additional attack and defense 10%, up to 100% with each attack received. Attacks effective against all types when only facing one enemy. High chance is 50%, I believe, of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character. High chance of guarding all attacks. Again, yeah, it's 50% chance. Launches an additional super attack that has, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack for 4 turns when the guard is activated, which would have counted here. Plus an additional defense 20% up to 100% whenever guard is activated. And yeah, so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 super attacks is possible, I guess. The standard one. Launches an additional when guard is activated, so that's the second one. An additional super attack after the revive, so that's the third one, and yeah, the hidden potential would be the fourth. So I guess that's what we're dealing with here. What's he doing here? 6.2 I think is pretty good as well. Not the best linking partner in Gohan, but more than enough to suffice, and if he was in slot 2, he would actually get, I think, what, 6, if not 5 links active because of the 2 Dragon Ball, what is it, Guidance to the Dragon Balls and Incredible Adventure that he would get from Piccolo. 3, that's the third attack there, sorry, and that's the 4th attack. So there shouldn't be another one. Yeah. Nullify? Yeah, we get to see that. Cool. I love this. I reckon it's great. Okay, so the friend is fully maxed out. Got to check, well I probably did, but I wasn't paying attention to what Gohan's defense here would be. With a relatively high additional build, he should be doing a couple here and there. He might have already, I'm not sure. Been checking info behind the scenes here. What was that from Piccolo? In the 4s, okay, cool. That would be his 4th super attack at the very least, I believe. So he needs 5 super attacks total to max out. Oh, okay. We'll get another stack with 6.9. 7.4. Okay, so he had 690k defense. The World Tournament Goku. without being linked to Krillin, and then when he was sandwiched in the middle, it went up by 50k. So we get the quick stack, basically a free stack here with Carnival Goku, which is always welcome. And then we'll move on to the next phase. This is the phase that can hurt, by the way. If you got the wrong, I attempted to. In the last test for this, I put Holy shit, he's got 1,000,000 defense with guard. Holy shit. Gohan here had over 600k defense, and I put him in slot 1 to tank a super, and he still took 650k and got us killed in the last test I did for that. And we're obviously in a much better position with that Goku there with literally over 1,000,000 defense and guard. So I don't think there's a boss in the game that could show him any more than double digits in that regard. He's double supered. Look against all types. He's what, 13 mil here so far? Not counting the super effective against all types. It's his third super attack, 7.2. So yeah, pushing 20 mil. Well, he'd be just over 20 mil, I'd imagine. And there's the fourth. Okay, it's 28 mil basically, rounding roughly, I guess. Effective against all types, which I think it's a 1.5. I think I could be wrong about that. I don't know I'm not one of the calculation kind of guys in the community. I kind of keep a vague eye on what they do, but no, I'm not someone who's an expert in doing the APT, I guess, of Dokkan. Is he second? So Tien, yeah, I like Tien a lot. I think he's a pretty good banner unit. I would have liked if he maybe contributed something else to the team. Even if it was like key support or foresee super attacks or something. Yeah, I don't know what it would have been, but I would have liked something else there. Okay, so we'll get another stack with Goku here. Even though he's got guaranteed guard, he didn't quite have 400k defense, so he might show a little bit of signs of damage if he gets supered. But he's getting another stack, so he'll probably push him over. Well, he'd be well over 400k because he just got hit, which is that 1 turn damage. Sorry, defense buff. Alright, so what do we got here? I might put Gohan there so we can show off Goku there with 1.2. Holy shit. 1.24 million defense with guard. He is impossible to kill. Okay, there you go. He's got 6 out of 7 links active, so this is as good as you'll see him, basically. Yeah. Hopefully Gohan doesn't get supered, because I would like to see the nullification again, just to show, like, prime World Tournament Goku doing this thing. But, yeah. It's kind of... I guess if I was going to have a definitive disappointment about... Okay, this will be interesting, actually. He didn't have quite... Did he have 600k? I don't think he did. 590, I think. So just over 600k here. And he takes 140. That's fine. 9 million. With, I'd imagine, unless that 4-turn buff for the additional super after activating guard is worn off, he could do 40 mil roughly with... So 4 supers, yeah, there you go. There's the third at 10.7. The others are in the 9s. Do the 4th. Come on. Do it. No, he didn't. Okay, he did 3 supers. Okay. And Krillin doesn't have his extra passive buff active either. So maybe Goku there didn't have the 4-turn chance for an additional due to activating guard. But anyway. Yeah, so 670k, I should say, or 680 roughly. Yeah. I hope we either kill or dodge there with Tien, because I feel like Tien can get us killed here. And we haven't even finished building up with Carnival Goku. I've been prioritising the World Tournament way too much for taking hits. To be fair though, Carnival Goku has finished off a few phases. It's always good to see his additional go off, even though it is pretty much entirely useless. Useless in the term, in the sense of like what it grants his passive. I've built him additional, obviously, because he's a pretty healthy slot 1 unit, and there's a second. when he takes an attack, before attacking, he'll be effective against all types, and he gets that crit chance as well when he gets that revive buff. So that's why I built him additional. I actually, yeah, no, I'm kind of happy not putting dodge on him. I mean, I've only got one pass, so I've got time to decide. But I think I'm going to leave dodge off him, A, for the chance to revive. And 3 supers here with TN. He mightn't be half bad defensively, but still type disadvantage. Oh yeah, with Carnival Goku, I want that revive to go off, and I want him to take hits to build up. So yeah, so that's the 5th attack. So dodge and dodge. Okay, cool. TN was as good as he'll be there, I guess. 2 possible supers that were missed. So 1.1 mil. So he gets about 100k defense from. Jesus, 114 million defense with guard. This is insanity. Genuinely insane. Like, okay, he is very good. Especially after that revive goes off. That extra additional really changes him. I really believe that. Like, he's got that gap. Because that just makes the hidden potential additional just that much more likely as well. And yep, he'll finish it off here. Nice and easy. Well done, Goku. I'm very impressed. This is obviously quite a long video. I wanted it to be that way. I wanted him to really breathe at his max, if that makes sense. So yeah, let me know what you reckon of Goku down below. How your summons went, how many paths you got open for him. Have you begun saving for your summons? Stay tuned. I've got a few anniversary guides planned within the next couple of weeks. And I'm going to start doing anniversary content relatively early to get people excited, including anniversary content relating to the Dokkan trading cards that I do. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you like the video, there is a button for that. If you like the content, there is also a button for that. So press them. They're free to do so, and it helps me out more than you can imagine. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.